Hey you guys, welcome to Melissa Valentine's Nursery. My name is Melissa and I was coming home from work and I was like, I want to do a video. I don't know, I just had this like yearning to do a video. And as you guys know, yesterday I opened up my winning Bunka, my little Bunka. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about in this video. Okay. Yesterday when I opened up my new little winning baby who's got she's got bed hair. I opened her up yesterday and I had mentioned briefly that one of my viewers, Barbie, about the COA thing, and I stand corrected. Apparently they're taking the COAs, and I promised I would touch on this. I just want to make sure I get it right. They're taking the COAs and making copies of them or duplicating them and selling them. Well, me being Miss Investigator Assessment, have to figure this shit out myself, right? Because I want to get this, I want to get the story. I was so preoccupied. I was so preoccupied with trying to get my little babies, you know, my Christmas babies inside. And I had to open up this little bunka. And I totally was like, well, let me hit on this and then get off of here because I got to go to bed. I'm home from work. It's time to rock and roll. We're doing a video. I said, let me see what the deal is with these COAs, right? Because Sandra had told me, oh no, you know, they're just making copies of them. And neither of us knew what the real deal was, right? So Barbie came to us with this saying, hey, they're taking COAs and copying them, okay? Now, in me and Sandra's video, we're like, oh, what is it? They can put them with babies. Now listen, I don't care what you buy. I have bought replicas. You do what you want. But I just find it deceiving for the general consumer population to buy a replica. The poor person who's buying a replica who's thinking it is a real reborn. Yeah, you know the artists get upset and the sculptors. I get that. It is what it is. But I feel really bad for the consumer as well. Luckily, you know, when I first bought a Reborn, I almost went to a site that I was going to buy a Reborn from a site that was not legit, but I had no one to guide me. I did watch plenty of YouTube videos, and then I realized I started looking at Reborns on reborns.com, and that's how I got my first Reborn that you guys saw on yesterday's video in my beginning of my video. So I got home from work today and I was like, let me investigate this. I went on AliExpress and I'll tell you what I found. And I told Sandra and she was like, oh my God, I didn't even think they started doing that yet with the copies. Take a look. So I just got home from work. Haven't started my video yet, but I wanted to include this. I'm on AliExpress currently. And I was looking to see the whole COA situation because I'm trying to figure this out for everybody. And what they're doing is they are selling, I was told they were selling actual COAs. But what they're doing is they're selling, well, I can't make it bigger. Can I not make it bigger? Like, we know this is a replica, right? AliExpress. I want to make it bigger, but why won't I let it? So it says, if you look, Maggie. Clearly that's the Maggie sculpt with the Maggie picture. Limited edition vinyl doll kit, which is poppycock because it's a replica. Okay, come on, focus for me. So if we go back, let's try this one. Okay, and look, this one's got a nice video. Let's watch. Let's see. Can I make it bigger? No, we don't want to put it on that. Okay. So I'm trying to, let's just look at the photo here. Oh God, don't be blurry. What does it say? I can't make it out. I can't make out what that one says. But I'm trying to do my own investigating. You know what I mean? That's the nurse in me. So let's do some investigating and see what we have here. Okay. How come I can't make it bigger on my computer? Let's see. Okay. It says BB Reborn kit. But the other one was saying, oh, limited edition. And I just find it, I don't care if people buy replicas or not. But now they're like, I feel bad. Yeah, it's one thing for the artist, okay? Okay, it is what it is. But then also people who know nothing about the hobby and they're buying these babies thinking that they're getting a real reborn. Let's say, they really do want a real reborn. I mean, look at this beautiful kit. Okay? Look. Can I make it clearer? Look at that. What does that say? Is that a limited edition down there at the bottom right? Look at that. They even put a number on it. You believe that? These are AliExpress. And yeah, me being the nurse, I have to do I don't even know what the hell this shit is here on the right. This blow up doll. I don't know. This is not a child's channel. That's an ad. Okay. I can reassure you, nobody is buying blow up dolls in my house. I hope not. All right, let's see. But I just found it, I was doing here's a Sam kit. I'm seeing if it has a COA with it. I don't see a COA with it. Sorry, you guys. I'm over here. I'm just sitting on my couch, just coming in from work, doing my own investigation. Here's one. Oh, hold on. Look at this one. It's got some type of, what is that? Like a barcode on it? Winnie? Talking about rare. Limited edition rare blanket with COA. Oh, wow. It even like blurred out. It blurred out the barcode. And this is AliExpress. This is interesting. Like, AliExpress doesn't sell the, authentic stuff. And I was just, strolling around, literally scrolling. Here's a Charlotte. Does it have a COA? Does it have one that's, you can see? It's a little blurry, but look. Look at that. People are, and it's got blurred out. So what I'm wondering is if they're making copies of the authentic COAs and reproducing them and selling them with the replicas, which just seems like what they're doing. That's crazy. Sorry, you guys. I'm just like amazed. And like I say, buy what you want. But I really feel like it becomes a little bit of a problem. And it is concerning when they're putting these fake limited edition, here's another one. Look at that. Now, if I didn't know any better, I would think that that's a legitimate kit. If I was trying to learn to paint and as well, I want to do reborns, So I just thought this was interesting and wanted to share it. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that because I feel bad for people who want to be within the community and they're struggling. I've heard so many horror stories on videos, on Facebook groups, people who really want to be in this hobby. And they're like, where do I get a legitimate baby from? I told a girl at work, go to reborns.com. She was very interested in getting a reborn. She went to reborndolls.com and bought a baby. She was like, Melissa, it was a great price, da-da-da-da-da. She bought a doll, I think it was for like $40. And she thought it was going to look like, an artist rendered baby. Unfortunately, it was not. And she was very disappointed. And then she was saying, well, I can't spend all that money on, because she did go on the Reborn's website. And she was like, I can't spend, because we finally went to the right website. She's like, I can't spend money on that. So like somebody who is in that position, right? that's not fair. You know, people have varying opinions, but I was just flabbergasted that now we're up to this. And like I said, I bought replicas. I'll buy a replica tomorrow if I like one. But the thing is, I don't think that the industry, Chinese corporations, whatever, China, should be doing that. That's very deceiving. You're deceiving your consumer. You know, like they try to make points about replicas. Oh, you know, someone said it was cancer causing or some BS poppycock gibberish. Do you know how many things in our homes that cause cancer? I drink soda like it's water. I probably should drink water though. But I drink soda like it's water. I drink coffee like I need it running through my veins. Okay? And I do like candy. I'm no stranger to candy. Where is it at? Right here. Okay? I love my carcinogens and my chemicals. And I know someone's probably saying this nurse is going to be saying something else and taking that back in some time when she's got cancer. But I don't want to talk about that because I want to enjoy my life, right? All right. So now I wanted to provide insight because on my channel, we are friends. We collect dolls. We are hip and with it. And we stay up to date and current. We're not bitching and we're not causing drama. We're just informed. We're staying informed. We're staying aware, right? Okay. So that right there, that's where I'm leaving that, okay? Barbie, thank you for bringing it to my attention. Sandra, thank you for correcting me. And thank you for being with me when I figured out that they were selling them with dolls. Okay. Second order of business. I won this little bunka yesterday. Still no name. I've had beautiful names. People have said Natalie Joy. Somebody said Victoria because I love the Victorian times. Now, I'm pretty sure there will be a Victoria at some point in my collection. I just haven't gotten there yet. Then somebody else said Amelia. I think that was Sandra. Maybe it was Sandra. Was it Sandra? And then there was another name. I can't remember. I read through all my comments like a few hours ago. And I was quickly answering them because I was like 5 days behind, you guys. Let me tell you, I live a very busy life, but I also have been living a very fun life. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, now, the next order of business is Sandra was saying she thinks that we should experiment with little Bunka. Okay? I believe she was saying, I don't want to sit on my glasses. I need these. If I don't have my glasses, I cannot drive. Okay. And I can't read. So, we are going to experiment with little Bunka. You see, she's a girl right now. Sandra feels like she should be a boy. So we are going to experiment. And I want you guys to tell me, boy or girl. Okay? So, my ass never pulled any boy clothes out. So let me see what I have right here. I'm looking what I got. Maybe there's something here I can put on her that's boyish. And I don't want to... Okay. There we go. There's some pants. Some pantalones and some of this. Okay. So, we're going to have a sex change right now with the baby. And then, you know, just to see. I like her as a girl. Sandra knows that I've always been more... Let me move this way. Ay, ya mother. Look, I unplugged the light. So, let me plug it back in. Ay, ya son of a gun. Hold on, I'll be right back. Come on. Come on. I unplugged the light, you guys. Okay. Sorry. My big ass was in the way. Let me get to... I don't even know what light I had it on. You guys, this is real shit here. Hold on. Oh my God, it doesn't want to work. This is the real deal. This is raw Melissa. Raw stuff. Okay? So, we are going to change little Bunka Boo. Okay? what yeah, we're going to change her. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this onesie on because I think I'm going to keep her as a girl. But that's in my head. I may change my mind. And I put socks. Somebody gave me the great advice when you put sleepers on, put socks on them so it stays pretty stable. Okay? All right. Let's see. Oh my God, I forgot. I got to get a book. I got to read up. It's Christmas time. We got to read books. We got to read books. Okay. So I was talking to, I was last night when I was driving to work, in my way to work, I was talking to Natalie, the creator of this baby. And she was telling me how she had experimented with the dry nose, the dry look over the nose. And I had a feeling, you know, because I'm used to her work. She said that that might not be something that she's going to do in the future because she, you know, wasn't happy with it. But listen, the baby is cute. She didn't cost me nothing. She's cute. And I really love, she's got amazing, listen, Natalie has amazing rooting. And, you know, she's very passionate about what she does. And I'm honored to win a baby from her. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored. And I'm going to have fun irregardless with this baby. You know? So, come on. We're going to make you a boy. We're going to see. Are you a Benjamin? Are you a Benji? All right, hold on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This might be too tight for you. You guys, you know me after work. Okay. Sandra said, try boy. Try boy. To Sandra, I think the baby looked a little masculine. All right. So, okay. Woo. He's stuffed pretty good, though. Here I said he. The baby's stuffed pretty good. Which, you know, sometimes you like them stuffed and fluffed. And sometimes you like them a little, you know, not. It just depends. And I don't want all my babies to be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? I have a look to my babies. If you watch me, you know I have a particular look. But, all right, I got to be careful with these pants. They're not going to stay. I don't know if I should do this. I'm not feeling that. I don't know if I should do that. I really don't know if I should put that on this baby. Shoot. Because I don't want to put, if I had white pants or something. So we're just going to go with it. Now, you guys, I'm not going to put these pants on the baby because I don't believe these have been washed. I should have thrown them in the wash. This baby, she's got a onesie underneath this. So I'm not scared, you know. But yeah, you guys should check out Natalie's babies. I don't know what she's got available right now. She's got projects going on, but I don't know what's available. I haven't been to Reborns. I've been trying to stay away from that website, you know? Okay. So, hold on. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So, here we go. Now, this is boy. Right? It's what the baby looks like as a boy. Okay? So we're going to vote. Okay? We're going to vote. I need you in the comments. Here's what I want you to do. You guys gave me wonderful girl names. If you think the baby should be a girl, tell me girl and give me a name suggestion or two. I don't care how many names you give me. Just something fitting. If you think the baby is a boy, write boy and give me suggestions for names. I don't care how many names. Okay? So we just transgendered my baby today, which is fine, you know. And so we're going to do that. And then we have to read a Christmas book. All right. And in a blink of an eye, I got all my boys. So, well, prospective boy with the rest of them. So, before we read our Christmas story, let me tell you who we've got. I believe, let me think. I believe these are the only boys. Now, you know what? Contrary to what I originally thought, I think we're almost even, boys versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 girls. And I've got 5 boys. So, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, I'm not including for the girls my masterpiece galleries. I'm talking about infants, reborn infants, okay? Now, let's talk about these babies here, okay? You all know, okay, this is Spidey. We're going to talk about Spidey. This is the Ruby Asleep. He's been in many of my videos. He is Peter. He's Spider-Man, you guys. If you look him up, I never know his artist, and I'm horrible for that. But if you look him up on reborns.com, Spidey with 2 E's, his artist pops up. He pops up. And then you have my Quinby. And Quinby was made by Anna. Ling's Reborn Nursery. That's my Romeo. By the way, Spidey is Peter. You get it? Spidey, Peter. Yeah. Okay, so this is Romeo. And then you have the Cosmos kit sculpt. And that is, the artist who painted that one is, why can't I never remember? Gladys Aguilar. Okay? By Gladys Reborn Nursery. And then these 2 babies here, you have the Oakley. And you guys know, you're familiar with Katie Wake. They came from both Natalie Fakebridge, Precious Reborn's Nursery. This is my William. I call him William. And this little Bunka still, you know, we don't have a name. We're working on it. We're trying to figure out what gender we want to be. We're trying to figure out what our name is. Okay? It's a work in progress, right? Okay. I mean, in my mind, she's still a girl, but I'm having mixed feelings. I'm having mixed feelings with this one, right? Okay. And look, they all in there as close as they can get to Christmas get-ups, right? Because I don't have a lot of Christmas clothes. Especially for the boys. I guess for the girls too. But you know what? Thinking back, I remember purchasing like vintage, like 70s and 80s, vintage like the velvet outfits for my babies. But I don't know what I did with them. They were like, you know, the velvet dresses with like the white shirt underneath. Christmas is in 2 weeks. I better get my ass in gear. Maybe I can put it on some of my reborns. I hope they're small enough. But maybe, well, I have my Gracie May behind me. And I have my Liliana. Gracie and Katie, that's what I call them. Behind me. And they don't have Christmas on them. Now, my Ruby does, like my other babies do. And now, Alyssa, my Adelaide, my very first reborn, she don't have any Christmas either. So, maybe this weekend, I'll see if I can find those vintage clothing. I know I put them away so they don't get like, so they don't escape. Not that they're going to escape, but I didn't mix them with the regular clothes. Okay? All right, you guys. You know what time it is. And look, we got the elf on the elf on the sign. Okay? The elf on the sign representing. That's right. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, okay. Now, we have the littlest elf. The littlest elf. The only, and look, boy, this is boy time. Littlest elf. And this is written by Brandy Doherty. Illustrated by Kirsten Richards. Richard or Richard? Richards. The littlest elf. The littlest elf with the littlest bunkas coming to you from South Carolina, where it is 30-something degrees outside today. All right, let's get to the story. All right. Oliver was an elf. He lived with his family in the North Pole. There were many elves in Santa's village, but Oliver was the littlest one. See, the boys are seeing the picture. You see, boys? Oliver was the littlest one. Okay. The little elf is a little elf. Okay. It was Christmas time and Oliver was excited. This year, he would discover his special job at one of Santa's workshops. He just needed to visit each shop to see which one was the right fit. See, he's at Santa's toy shop. And these are all the like shops. You got bicycle workshop, bakery, bookmakers, toy workshop. He's waving and the person's like, hey, how you doing? You're freezing outside. Good job. Freeze your ass off. You're freezing. Ah! Okay. At the toy workshop where his mom worked, Oliver tried to make cuddly teddy bears. But he got lost in the huge stuffing pile. Oliver, an elf asked. Oliver's mom said, I think you're too little for the toy workshop. Why don't you try helping your dad at the bicycle workshop instead? All right, boys, you listening? Two of you already fell asleep. Shit. All right. So Oliver went to the Santa's bicycle workshop. I'm ready to help, he said. Oliver watched as the elves added wheels and seats and handlebars and bells. But the tools were very big for Oliver's little hands. Maybe baking is your special job, Oliver's dad told him. You should visit your brothers at the bakery next. This kind of reminds me of Forrest Gump. You can't sit here. All right. Off Oliver went to the bakery. These elves made sugar plum cookies and candy cane squares. Oh my goodness, they sound like they're at Sandra's house. But when Oliver tried to stir the cookie dough, Oliver, look out! One of the elves shouted. He fell into a giant mixing bowl. Now, I wonder if Danny fell into Sandra's mixing bowl. Sandra and Jason's mixing bowl. Sorry, Ollie, his brother said. You're too little for the bakery. Maybe your special job is at the bookmaker's shop. All right. Oliver arrived at the last of Santa's workshops, where his sister worked. The bookmakers there wrote amazing stories and drew wonderful pictures. Can I help? Oliver asked. Of course, the elves replied. But the ink pot was kind of tough to reach. And the stack of paper was very tall. Oh, Ollie, his sister cried. Bookmaking was harder and messier than it had looked. Let's go to the next page. All right. Oliver wandered through the North Pole. He was sad. Oliver knew there had to be one special job he can do, even if he was little. Then he heard the sound of hooves clattering in the stables. Inside, a herd of reindeer had gathered to meet Dot, the new reindeer. She was little, just like Oliver. Dot was very excited to help fly Santa's sleigh. She practiced for the big night by jumping and hopping and leaping, but she could not fly. The reindeer's mama gave her a gentle kiss. Dot was still too little. That's a fat reindeer. Are they normally like that? Like she looks like, maybe she's a baby, baby fat, you know what I'm saying? Dot looked very sad. Oliver wanted to cheer her up. He dug in his pockets to find a treat for Dot. But instead, he found little trinkets from each workshop he had visited. Just then, he had an idea. Oh, she's so sad. And he's like, hey, I got an idea. Let's do some stuff. I got an idea with all my trinkets from every shop that I couldn't work at. I'll tell you what, if I can't work at a job, I'm not bringing shit from those jobs. All right. Oliver and Dot used the tiny treasures to make ornaments, cards, and fun decorations for all the hardworking elves in the village. The littlest elf and the littlest reindeer filled a sleigh with their Christmas treats. They delivered the presents to all the workshops. The elves loved their special gifts. Soon, Santa came to see what all the fuss was about. He watched as Oliver and Dot made everyone smile. Suddenly, Santa had an idea. Oliver and Dot, he said, with your big hearts and great Christmas cheer, won't you be my very important helpers this year? Ho, ho, ho! All right. Oliver and Dot had found their special jobs after all. But more important, they had each found a special friend. How lovely is that? That was nice. That was really nice. This is the littlest elf. I'm reading the back, you guys. Oliver is the littlest elf of the North Pole. Too little to make toys, too little to bake cookies, too little to help Santa. But he's not too little to read and spread Christmas cheer. I hope you guys like that. I was like, you know what? Because let me tell you, I was going to do a series. I don't know if you guys, if you watch me regularly, you'll know that I was actually going to do a series. But I was like, I don't want to make a commitment. So instead, in the month of December, I'll read Christmas books. As many as I have. When I run out of Christmas books, well, we're SOOL. Right, I said that right. So, if you guys have not watched Sandra's video, you know, let me tell you something. She is as nutty as I am. She is as nutty as I am. And I like, yesterday I was laying in bed and I was dozing off. My throat's a little sore, you guys. And I was dozing off and, well, I was about to, and I had taken half the amount of sleeping medicines I normally take. And I was eating moonshine pineapples. So in the video, she mentions it. Pineapple soaked in moonshine. She mentions it. And her husband, Jason, was like, she's going to go blind. That's probably a lot of things I'm going to go. You know, me, you know, it is what it is. You know, but I wanted to get on here and do a video and bring up the point about the COAs, you know. And I wanted to also, don't forget to vote. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Give me a name for each. Well, not a name for each, but pick one, boy or girl, and tell me a name. All right, you guys. I don't know what time it is. What time it is? Is it? It's 9 o'clock. You guys, I rushed in. I got on my computer. I was like looking up this COA shit. And I was like, I gotta do a video. I come in like 15 after 8. So, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. So I've been basically doing this video for a little while now. And I'm going to get comfortable and everything. And I go to bed in about 3 hours. Takes something about 3 hours. And that's it for me. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, dear. So, all right, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and Saturday and Sunday if I don't see you. And actually, I am going to see you. Saturday is me and Sandra's collab. Yes, that's tomorrow. Wait a minute. Today's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Oh my God, how did I forget? Is it Saturday? Joe, what's today? What day is today? It's the 12th. I know that. That's all I know. I wrote the 12th on everything at work. Is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Hold on, what's my watch say? It's Thursday. Well, damn. I thought it was Friday. In 2 days. So me and Sandra, we do our video at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And she uploads it later that night. So it's usually up closer to midnight Eastern time, sometimes a little sooner. And but anyway, you guys, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. Remember, this is not a child's channel. It's use your discernment whether or not you want your child to be involved in this channel. I don't suggest it. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Until next time, love you. Bye-bye.